Hello. So this is gonna be a little type of mukbang, but you're not gonna be seeing me eat. But you're gonna hear a lot of noise and stuff. Let me roll my windows up. Hold on. I'm always in my car because I do home health, and I stop and talk when I feel like saying something. So I do home health therapy, home health. So I'm in my car a lot. But anyway, I forgot to get my little thing that I eat on. Hold on a second. It's a mukbang. You used to people moving around. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I want to talk about how the mind is inorganic. And I'm sick of playing the games. I'm sick of playing the games. I'm sick of the attacks. I'm sick of trying to need a therapist. We'll get a therapist. No! The fucking mind is inorganic, and I know where the fucking attacks are coming from. It's not me. If it's inorganic, it's not the original me. It's a fucking AI, and I'm not against AIs, but it's not my original consciousness. It's not me. That means it's an attachment. Okay? I'm imagining this world, but there's an attachment there. Okay? The mind is inorganic, and I don't have a problem with anybody else who enjoy this life or whatever. But I don't want to play the game no more. Here you go with money. Money is a big thing, right? So you gotta do all this work to make sure you're in line with the frequency of money. When did that start? What kind of sense does that make? See, it's almost like you're becoming a genetically modified organism. It's not just the food that's causing that. The fact that you gotta keep doing all this different work with yourself and make sure that you're in alignment with money. When did that even start? I didn't ask for chili cheese. But they assume everybody wants the same thing. Anyway, it might taste good. Anyway, yeah. When did that start? And people are just have no compassion at all. People have zero compassion. It's like, okay, like if you're a person, you don't have a lot of love and stuff like that. Some people who don't understand how the matrix is would say it's because you did something wrong, or maybe it's this and that. And the others, might know that it's because of something going on. Something happened to you because, it's all kind of reasons to get in line with this and get in line with that and line up with this and line up with that and get in alignment with all of this type of stuff. This is like a new creation. It's not new, but it's not it's not the organic me. This is a new creation where I have to do a bunch of stuff that the original me did not have to do. It's making me another being. Having to do all this stuff with this type of mind, this matrix, which the mind is not the real me. It's inorganic. Now you gotta do all this stuff with this inorganic stuff, with this, to get the things you want, but it's creating a false entity. It's creating another entity other than who the real me was. And it's like you fighting, it's like, it's a game. It's also a video game where you have to like battle all these other, sometimes you have to be in battle to get to the top. It's like the movie it's like Mario Brothers. I always think of Mario Brothers when it comes to this construct. It's like you have to go through these different levels. Go through this level, go through this level. And it's like, I don't want to play your game anymore. All this stuff about hard work and do nice, do good things come to you. No. This is a game. This is a game. There's a lot of people that get a lot of good things come to them and they not nice people. That's all a lie. This is a game. That's the bottom line. It's a game. All the Hunger Games stuff, all of that that's a game of this. That's a game with this mind. Okay. All of these wars taking place in the mind. Everything that's happening that a lot of us see take place in the mind. We witness it in the mind. The mind is the matrix. We witness it in the mind. I already gotten to the point I'm just frustrated that I don't want to play this game anymore. You don't have to, but it takes a lot. It takes some work because we spent a lot of time and a lot of different incarnations in this matrix. You know. But I've been decided that I want to disconnect as much as possible. Another reason why is because you're going to have to fight other people. Whatever essentially you're trying to do within this matrix mind, you're going to have to battle other people to get up there too. They're not going to just let you get there. And something else I saw, they don't want you ascending. I literally see in my vision, I guess you call it the mind's eye. Look, that's what you call the third eye, but that's the mind's eye, and the mind is not me. So who does the mind belong to? The mind is not me. It's called the mind's eye, but the mind doesn't belong to me. So that means the third eye don't belong to you too. You know? But what was I going to say? I see once you get to a certain level, they didn't see me. You got to find a way for them not to see you. I see military waiting. It looked like almost like Antarctica. I told you I think this matrix is just Area 51. They don't want you getting out. Or maybe they don't want some people getting out. They guarding it and they making sure people don't get out like that. And I see them. Okay? And sometimes they try to block your eye. Why? Because it's the mind's eye. It's not you. It's the mind's eye. So they see what you're seeing. They spy on you and they see what you're seeing. They actually probably have devices hooked up to you that you don't know. They have implants. They might have implants on you. And so when you use your third eye and you're able to see certain things, they see what you're seeing. I don't want to play this game with the mind anymore. That's not organic. That's not organic. They got all these, they spying on you. They're making sure that you don't get to a certain level. Maybe certain people can, but not everybody. It's almost like only a small amount of people are allowed to be billionaires, right? Even though they keep preaching about how everybody can be a billionaire, but that's not what they want. They want division. They need the poor and they need the rich. So all the time about everybody can be rich is a lie because that's not what they want. That's not how their system was designed. I'm saying was because now it look like they might let up and let everybody just become a billionaire because they got other plans. So maybe some can get out, but to be truthful, I don't see too many females. Not in this mind matrix. It's ended up the mind matrix, the inorganic matrix. I don't see too many females. When you read the Bible, they're always talking about man, and it's not just because man means woman. No, it means man. It does not mean woman. Even when I look at the your rancher, it talks about the man ascension, not the woman, the man. It's for the man. They're not mistaken. They're not, oh, but that's just how they, no, it's not just how they talk. They just mean the man. It's not just how they talk. Okay? So they're going to make sure it certainly won't be a lot of women ascending up this mind matrix. And if you do, they're going to make sure they fight you every step of the way. Certainly not too many brown women. There might be one or two, but not too many brown women. Certainly not them. Okay? Because this matrix seemed like it was put in place for the men. Okay? Anyway, yeah, that's all I had to say really. Is that I don't want to play this game any longer. They're turning me into something that is not the original me. Now, the reason why it might work for some people because they are not me. They're not the real me. Not the me that's speaking, but the real me. They might have, see, the thing is that some people were created inside the matrix. And so this is normal for them. See, this might not be artificial intelligence for them. This is them. This is where they come from. This is their home. The matrix is a lot of people's homes. It's where they were created. Okay? But for some of us, this is not going to work out because it's not getting us back to the original us. It's not getting us back to original us. It's inorganic, and the way the extension that they have it is in their own way, which is not going to lead you back to your true self, whoever you were before this thing was created. It's not going to lead you back there. It's going to turn me into something else. I mean, look at what happened. Okay, I was talking to a lady earlier. I saw one of my patients. And we were looking at the wildlife. She likes to look at wildlife TV. Animal Planet wildlife TV. I don't know. But, you know. When we talk about how people, you know, it used to be a time where we used to be like the animals, the wildlife, and we wouldn't know where to go. People would migrate. They know where to go, just like the animals can tell by the direction of the winds and all that stuff, the birds. People used to be like that too. People can't do that any longer. Maybe certain tribes that are still operating the same way they used to, they can do it, you know. But for the most part, regular people, we're using GPSs. We are not more advanced. I'm not catching up with the times, because if you keep catching up with the times in this type of matrix, you're going to get further and further away from being advanced yourself. It's going to be the technology that's going to be advanced, but you will not be advanced. You will no longer be what you were originally supposed to be. Like, that's what I'm saying. This mind is creating people to be, well, creating a lot of us to be genetically modified. Okay? It can cause you to be advanced, but you're becoming something else. You're becoming something else. It ain't spiritual. It's not the real original spiritual world. It's astral. Like the Jetsons. But it's not the original spiritual world. It's not it. Not the mind. It's not the matrix and all these dimensions. Yeah, I mean. So, anyway. That's all I wanted to talk about, though. And that's why a lot of ladies, especially those who have had YouTube channels, and we saw they were highly conscious, they get attacked. Because the ascension, I mean, it's in the Bible. You see that all through the Old Testament, even though the New Testament might look like it's saying something different, we see that all through the Old Testament. Then we see it in the Urantia. We see it look like this thing was created to help the woman. It was not created for that. And I'm just saying. Okay? And I'm not saying that because I have anything against men. I'm saying that because that's just the way it is. Okay. It's created for certain masculine. Every masculine is not the same. It's created for certain masculine to ascend the way they want to ascend. Not necessarily the mother's way. They do not want to ascend the mother's way. They don't want to do things the mother's way. They want to do things their way. That's not to say every man that's a physical man is like that. That's not what I'm saying. But that was created for the masculine to ascend in their way. It's not for the female. They're anti-female. And so a lot of females that seem to be very smart and awake, especially if they seen publicly, but even if they're not seen, they're spotted because people have implants on them. That's what caused people to be targeting individuals. I'm not that popular, but I'm targeted anyway. I'm not that popular. People don't know me like that, and I've been targeted. I've been targeted since the day I was born. I've been targeted. So people been know who I was. Okay? You have implants. People, not you, I'm just saying people have implants. That's how they're able to keep tabs on you. Make sure you don't go too far. That's how they know when you're getting out, because you got the implants on you. And plus you got attachments on you. You got to release all the attachments. But when you're in the ego, you're going to have attachments. You're ascending up an inorganic consciousness for those who are not originally from here. For some people that were created inside this inorganic consciousness. It's not inorganic for everybody. It's not inorganic for everybody who was created inside of it. I'm just going to say, for example, maybe some Asians and some Africans too. Or like that. But, I'm just saying, for example, with that. A lot of them were created inside of it. They didn't come from outside of it. And I've heard a white guy talk about the same thing. They were created inside of it. They did not come before. So this is not inorganic for them. Okay? It's not inorganic for them. So, but anyway, they're a different creation from the real me. They are a different creation. I can't go do the same thing they do because they are a different creation than I am. Okay? I seem the same as them because I've had to keep up with this mind to survive and do everything everybody else do in the mind to survive like everybody else. So I seem like them. I'm not. I'm not the same. Okay? I'm not them. I'm completely different. Okay? Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say, and I'll talk later.